Hello, friends. My name is Brittnie, and this is the Cats with Chaos podcast. Right now, your photography business probably looks like confetti on the floor after a birthday session. A bit of a mess. In this podcast, we talk about how you can be more productive and organized in your business in order to have success without burnout. We focus on growing your business in the most sustainable way so you can focus on the parts of your life that matter most. Before we get into today's episode, I had a good question on my SpeakPipe voicemail that I wanted to share and answer real quick. Remember, you can leave me voice messages to air on the podcast and I will answer them. The odds are if you have a question, somebody else probably has a question too, or that same question too. So send those in. And here is a question from Meredith.
Hi, Brittnie. I have a customer service question. Recently, I did a lifestyle shoot out at the lake, and it was a whole lot of fun. I think my clients are going to be really pleased with the pictures. However, when I was editing, I realized that I forgot to get portraits of the mom with her two sons and then the dad with his daughter. And so I feel like there are going to be holes in the gallery, and I feel terrible about that. If this was a situation that you were in, how would you handle that?
All right, so I actually have been in this situation more than once. Sometimes you just kind of get going in the session and you just forget to get that one thing that you probably should have gotten. And what I would do if this was me, and I have done, is I don't say anything. Sometimes people don't care is the thing. And a lot of times we overthink things as photographers, and our clients are like, well, yeah, it's fine. Next time or whatever. So I have a client almost every year. We forget to get the mom and kid photo. I don't know. It's like a block. I do it almost every session except for theirs for some reason. Always forget. She's not usually bothered by it. Now it's kind of a big joke that we always forget to get it. I think I remembered it last year, finally. But I wouldn't say anything. If they came to you and they're like, hey, I really wanted this photo, missed it, then what do you do? Well, I wouldn't offer a refund. First of all, I would not offer a refund, but maybe you could offer a reshoot or a credit on the next session. The reshoot would be something like, I wouldn't meet them out somewhere just to do, 5-10 minutes of photos. I'd say, hey, I'm having a session this day. Can you meet me here at this time? We can catch those photos that we missed. Or you can do a credit towards their next session. Maybe give them a little discount or give them a few extra images, or you can even give them a few extra images on the session that they just had if you do session caps or image caps on your sessions. So those are just a few ideas, but honestly, it's usually not a problem that clients tend to get real upset about unless it was like one they specifically asked for. But don't say anything. And if they come to you, then okay. And also that goes for things like if you don't think it's your best work, there are times where we just have sessions that are not our best. The lighting was great. I mean, anytime I have a cloudy session, I hate it. I never like my cloudy sessions. But I don't ever get complaints about it. If I were to say, hey, this is just not my best, you want to redo it? Of course they're going to want to redo it, and they probably would have liked it anyway. Anyways, so that's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Okay, so let's get into creating a morning or an evening or morning and an evening routine that you can actually stick to. Last week, we talked about how planning your days will create more freedom by allowing you to prioritize the things you need to get done and the things you want to do. Living without a routine often leads to feeling pressed for time, feeling unsure about how to use your time wisely, both of which result in uncontrollable and chaotic life. Trust me, I know the feeling. Routines can decrease your stress. They can provide structure in your days and your weeks and can actually lead to more freedom. Instead of taking time to decide what to do next in your day, you allow your routine to guide you. This frees your brain to dive more deeply into your creative work and reduces the stress of decision-making and the anxiety about the unknown. So I know going from no routine to a full-blown routine seems scary and overwhelming, and you probably have no clue where to start. So let's take it slow. let's get to know what it's like to have a little bit of a routine before we run off and marry a new routine that we know nothing about. Okay. Start with a morning or an evening routine. If it feels super overwhelming, you can pick which one you want to do. Whatever feels less chaotic for you, go there. Maybe a new mom who isn't sleeping through the night probably is going to have a harder time getting on her feet under her in the morning. So maybe she should do an evening routine. Or if you have three kids who don't like to go to bed and bedtime is chaos, or you have everyone in different nightly activities, you probably don't want to start in the evening. So maybe start in the morning if that feels more doable. So, but if you think you can do both, great. That's going to be even more beneficial to you. You could do just less steps. Start with baby steps. Maybe add one thing into your nightly routine. I started with an evening routine only because that's just where I felt the most stress coming from. I was trying to clean the house, put the kids to bed, go to bed on time, and get all my work done in like a 2 hour span of time, which was impossible. And I've shared the story, but I'll give you a quick recap. I was at my wits' end. I was in tears because I couldn't balance my photography business while being a mom. I was angry at my kids for needing me, which is just crazy to think about. And it's really funny to look back at that girl, mom, woman, whatever, that was just a little over a year and a half ago. She was a mess. I mean, I'm still a mess, but I'm an organized mess now. So the first thing I started with the suggestion from my coach was to put the kitchen to bed right after dinner while my kids were awake. I don't know why. That was just like game changing for me to do it when my kids are awake rather than trying to get all of this done when they were asleep. It's really easy for me to do the dishes while there's a kid telling me a story about who knows what. They tell me some crazy stories, but I can, scrub the dishes and listen to them. Or, hey, mommy, look at this drawing I made. Sometimes they'll sit at the kitchen table while I'm cleaning the dishes and they'll be drawing and then they'll show me. And it's really cute. It's kind of a moment. Anyways, so cleaning while the kids were awake was a lot more manageable for me. And sometimes I even get the kids involved and they help us tidy up around the house. I'm going to say sometimes, most of the time they have to do a little bit of cleaning up in the evening. From there, my routine has grown and has solidified, and it's just a part of what I do on the daily. And I very rarely don't stick to my routine because it just feels better to do it. So, how can you create a morning or an evening routine or both? I want you to get a piece of paper out. Although the Capture the Chaos Planner will have a section for you to write this into your planner. So join the planner launch list, and the link is in the show notes. That's a shameless plug, but very applicable. So grab your sheet of paper and let's start brainstorming until we actually have our planners in hand. I want you to brainstorm a list of the things that you wish you could get done every single day. And I don't mean like what's on your to-do list. Maybe some of it's on your to-do list. But I want it to be items that are going to make your life better and easier, and things that you've been saying you wanted to do, you just haven't made time to do regularly. I'm going to help you get started by telling you some of mine. Maybe they'll trigger some for you. Maybe you have completely different ones. Maybe you think I'm crazy. That's fine. Some of these I am already doing, and then some of them I need to work on or add. So I'm just going to list them out for you. I want to walk daily. I want to listen to the Bible in a year, way over a year, but I'm working on it. Do a load of laundry every day and fold it. Clean up the kitchen every night. Clean my bathroom every night. Have the kids wipe down their counter every night. Rooms clean, read a book, tech downtime every evening, morning meditation, make my bed, do my hair and makeup. I am queen of messy bun. Take vitamins and supplements, have kids' lunches packed in the evening, coffee made in the evening, and healthier breakfast for the kids in the morning. So I'm going to look at what I'm already doing in my morning and evening routine and see what needs to move and where I can stack something new. If you don't have a morning or evening routine, think about, you probably do have a little bit of one, even if it's just washing your face before bed or um, sitting down and closing your eyes. You have some sort of routine, even if it's not very structured, or even if it's just one thing that you do every single night. You go to the bathroom before you go to bed. I don't know. Just add one or two things to your list right before you do those things, and it's going to start coming together a little easier for you. So Let me tell you how my morning looks most of the time. I wake up at 6:20, I make coffee, I make breakfast, I make lunches, I take my vitamins, my supplements, and I drink water. I drink my coffee for a little bit before taking the kids to school. Sometimes I'll bring my coffee with me when we're walking. Then I will do my morning walk. I'll listen to the Bible in a year, and then followed by some other podcasts because I've gotten to 3 miles. So there's a lot of listening time going on there. And then I come home to shower, and then I start the day. My evening looks a little bit like this. We sit down for dinner as a family, clean up the kitchen, ask kids to help tidy up, free flow until kids' bedtime. My phone app shut off at 8. Kids shower, brush their teeth, read a book, hugs, lights out. Quality time with my husband. Usually it's like watching TV or something. Wash my face, brush my teeth, read a book, lights out by 10:30 or 11. Mind you, these are routines over a year in the making. And as I'm about to show you, I'm still evolving. This is not what my routine looked like a year ago. I honestly don't even remember. I think I would wash my face, read a book, and go to bed. And that was like the extent of my routine. Obviously, I put the kids to bed too, but that's about it. Okay. I'm still evolving. So I'm going to remove barriers and make it easier to accomplish what I want to be doing. And I'm going to give myself grace if it takes me time to get the hang of it. So I want to meditate before I look at my phone in the morning. I'm going to wake up 5 minutes earlier, just 5 more minutes, 6:15. I can do it. And I'm going to breathe and I'm going to pray before I get up and start the day. I usually will wake up and I'll just go on my phone for a few minutes. Not going to do that anymore. Breathing and praying. And then I'm going to do my lunches and make the kids lunches and make the coffee in the evening. So it frees up my morning time for better breakfast for the kids. I'm going to come up with some easy hair and makeup styles for my various levels of energy. My bare minimum is going to be probably a curly hair day because I have naturally curly hair. And then for my makeup, it will be a little concealer and mascara. And then after that, I'm going to make my bed every single morning. Then I'm going to grab all the laundry, throw a load in the wash. For my evening routine, I am done. Once I'm done cleaning the kitchen, I'm going to make the coffee for the morning. I'm going to pack the lunches right then because I'm already in the kitchen. It just makes sense. Then I'm going to have an earlier downtime on my phone. Maybe I'll do 7. And then I'm going to have the kids help me tidy up maybe a little bit better. We're going to do our rooms. We're going to do the living room. We do the living room pretty well. I'm going to include their rooms and maybe the playroom and hallway. I'm going to do it with them. I'm not going to make them do it themselves, especially right now while we're still working on this. During our free flow time, if we have it, I will use that time to fold one load of laundry that I did. If I don't finish it, I'll probably do it while I'm watching TV with my husband. Sometimes he'll help me if he sees me sitting there doing it. I'm going to keep wipes or a wash rag in the kids' bathroom and remind them every single night after they brush their teeth to put their toothbrushes back in the holder, wipe down the sink. And hopefully we're going to get to a point after consistent reminding and watching and helping that it just happens naturally. We're getting so much better at putting the toothbrushes in the holder. I'm like, it's coming, right? I just got to stay consistent. This is on me, really. I'm also going to put cleaning wipes in my bathroom so I can wipe down my counter and my mirror in the evening after washing my face. Side note, if you know of any all natural cleaning wipes for the counter and or the mirror, let me know because really trying to live lower tox, but I mean, it's just so easy to have a little wipe that I just wiped on the counter with. Anyways, I'm going to do that. I'm going to wipe down my counter after I wash my face. I don't remember why I said that. Sorry. So it kind of sounds like a lot of things to add in my to-do list, but when you really think about it, I'm going to be saving so much time later on, and it's worth a few extra minutes every single day that is going to cut out a lot of effort later. So when I do my Sunday reset, I'm not going to have to clean the bathroom quite as stringently. It's not going to be as hard to clean the bathroom. It's not going to be hard to clean the kids' bathroom. I'm not going to have to do laundry all day on Sunday because it's already been done throughout the day. My kids aren't going to run out of underwear and have to tell me that they have no underwear or no shorts. And that happens way too often. I mean, like, how do they run out of underwear in less than a week? I don't understand. We have more than affairs. I think they change their underwear a lot. I guess there's worse things that could happen. But anyways, I digress. That's not going to be a problem that we're going to have anymore because I'm going to do a load of laundry every single day. And shutting my phone down is probably going to free up time for me because I won't get stuck scrolling for no reason. It's going to be really beneficial. If you didn't listen to my episode on giving up social media for a couple of months, go listen to it. It was a really incredible experience, and I'm always tempted to do it again, but I'm also trying to find just a balance in life where I don't have to completely give it up. This is kind of one of those things. So this is a lot, but I wanted to show you what is possible. If you start with baby steps today, you could be so much further this time next year. Maybe yours is smaller, it has less steps. Maybe you just meet yourself where you're at right now. If you want help doing this for just to create a better balance for your life, send me an email and we can schedule a strategy call and we will get your routine under control or set up, going. It is possible, my friend. I've been where you are, and I know how overwhelming this feels. It doesn't have to feel like that. So I'm here to help. Shoot me a message, Instagram, slide into my DMs, send me an email, leave me a voicemail on SpeakPipe, whatever it is that you want to do. I'm here. I'm listening. Let's go.